I talk about a great homecoming. Yeah, he is back, Mr. Mobara back where I think he enjoys his football. Cape Town City. Good to see you. Good to have you on MarawaTV.
Yeah, once again.
You know the story.
Privilege, always.
Yeah?
Always a privilege.
And tell me though, what's it been like under the guidance of Benny McCarthy, you having left Pirates and now a couple of training sessions, I know a friendly game already that's been played?
Yeah, it's been fantastic being coached by Coach Benny and being with players that's also from Cape Town and coming together with old teammates. And training has been well, preparation. We're excited for the league. There's 2 weeks left and hopefully we can get things done before the season starts.
What is your one ambition that you have? What is that one thing that maybe we haven't seen from you as a football player that you want to accomplish with Cape Town City?
Bring as much silver wins as I can. Being part of a team that's going to win trophies, just adding my extra value within the team. And obviously do as the coach says and what can help the team go forward. It's important that we stay collective, that we united. Because once we go astray, we'll start finding problems and pointing fingers. So we want to cut that out and just keep working on what the coach will need us to do, and hopefully be prepared before the season starts.
Is that the one thing that maybe would have attracted you to come this side? The fact that they're a team as young as they are, have already won a title, have already been in a final and lost as well. Was that one of the things that would have attracted you to say, yeah, these guys have got ambition?
Yeah, great potential as well. This is the third season in the PSL, and the 2 seasons past shows that there is improvement and there is consistency within the team, and obviously a lot of potential, as I mentioned. And that is one of the key things that also drew me towards Cape Town City, is because I can be part of also a team that also established a few years back and also becoming one of the best in the PSL.
Now, the one thing that confuses a lot of people, I think it's confused your coach as well, is how good you are in playing in different positions. Has he now decided where he's going to play?
He did ask me.
Yeah.
He did ask me for my comfortability in a position. Obviously told him centre back. There is variety positions I can account myself to, but it's difficult, all the years being part of a team that sees you versatile. It becomes frustrating as a footballer because you yourself also wonder where is your most comfortable position. And for me, it's just to do what he wants me to do and to play where he wants to play me. At the end of the day, I feel comfortable at centre back, but if he needs me, wherever he needs me, I will do my best and try to help the team move forward.
So let's say it's game 1, you're playing against Baroque FC. Will centre back be that position that we see you in from the beginning?
Most probably, yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I'm aiming for. But if any changes, I will see.
You'll be able to push up, you'll be able
Yeah.
to be versatile, as we've seen you being versatile as well on many occasions. Just combination play, like we've been watching you guys training today. How are you finding linking up, making new partnerships with the other teammates?
Yeah, at first it was started very slow
Yeah.
because obviously I must get used to the players and their strengths and abilities. But with time, with 4 weeks in under Coach Benny, there's a lot of improvement, a lot of connections between centre backs and the whole back four with the whole team as well. There's a lot of understanding as well within the team, and it's an honest team. I must say, it's a very honest team, and I think that is also helping move forward. And most probably, there is times that I feel that I can push up a little, but I already made a decision and I have to stick with it. But with the coach's changes, with his platform that he's going to lay out for us, I'll be ready for any position he put me in.
Would you say it's a completely different change room, training, approach to the game to what you've had in the past couple of seasons being at Cape Town City?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to adapt to. Firstly, it's the foundation that was laid out before I even arrived at this team. There was certain things done that's been done, and I cannot come here and change too much of it because of a different coaching style I had when I was at Pirates. I also have to respect the coaches and the players with their platform they laid out for me to fall in, and also for me to add a little more to what they laid down. And for me, it's just to be honest to myself and to my teammates, because at the end of the day, they will help me become successful, and like I can help them also be successful, adding my little value within the team. But overall, I think the team is obviously going to be ready, and tomorrow we've been playing friendlies, and obviously we are a little step closer every day, and I think that could help us if we had a little more time, it would probably be perfect.
Yeah.
But with this little time we had, I think we did over enough to be prepared for the season.
You've stepped into national team setups. Is this the team that will see you bounce back into a Bafana Bafana? I mean, be honest with me, because we miss a kind of football player of the quality that you have. You've shown it to us on several occasions when given a chance to play in your national team colours. Is this the team that will help you get back into the national fold?
I have big bets on this, yes.
Yeah.
I hope that this team could make me achieve as an individual much more than I can actually see today.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I also have that ambition to be a consistent, chosen player to be a part of the national team. And it can only happen on training, because the way you train is obviously going to implement on the game performance. So I just want to push hard on training, keep working hard, and hopefully doors will open for me and get the one chance that I always hope for, to be part of the national team.
You smile a lot?
Yes, now. Now I do all the time. I can't stop smiling.
And you look forward to training, you look forward to
Everything,
all of that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can already sense in terms of just the body language watching you
Yeah.
earlier on out there, that there's a burning drive and a desire to be maybe the player that we were not able to see at Orlando Pirates. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, obviously I do feel the same. I think it's the environment that I'm around as well, the players that I have. Not to say that I didn't have that at the Orlando Pirates, but I just feel a little different, because maybe it's because I'm at home.
Yeah.
That could be a little burst for me to just smile a little bit. But I think it's mostly it comes from the players, with the personnel of players that we have within the team, and I think that is just an extra stepping stone for me to actually push a little harder.
Who's the craziest of all the players in this team?
I would say me.
That award goes to yourself. Okay, you don't show it though, but I'm not surprised, because I know
would say
the
Tashreeq Morris, but I think you will get him off.
you don't get that, because you kind of come across as a serious bugger, but in the end, I know how crazy you are. So you would take that award.
I'll take that too.
Okay, who's the most spiritual in the team?
Spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual in every way.
Tabo, Ibrahim, Tashreeq,
Yeah.
Shaka. Probably
Yeah.
all of them are into God. Huh?
Well, I can see Shaka is a very, he's like a pastor. He could have a whole congregation.
True, huh?
Yeah.
That's true.
But he preaches.
You can hear in his tone of voice when he share a prayer with us. That is really by the means.
He's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
So who leads the prayer though? It's him.
Shaka, yeah. Shaka, sometimes
Yeah.
Nodada, but
Okay.
mostly I've been, for this week, it's been Shaka.
Yeah. And with authority, and he
Yeah.
quotes the verses from the Bible, everything.
Psalm 23, or I puts it out there first.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we got to respect the man. I just wanted to say all the best of luck, and thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
Good to see you smiling again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Kill Tashreeq for me, please.
Nice one. Sometimes they call it resurrection, coming out of the bush from NFD back in the PSL. Tashreeq Morris doing what he does best. Now join Cape Town City FC. How does it feel like knowing that you're back in the professional ranks, man?
It's obviously something that I've looked forward to since playing in the NFD last season. So it's been something that I've been working towards as well. Knowing that I've played 4 seasons in the PSL and having to go down with the club to the NFD, it was a big challenge for me personally, and I think it was a big challenge for us as a team back there. but privileged and honoured to be here. Definitely.
Would you say a tough decision when the approach was made for you to come through and join a team that's as ambitious as Cape Town City?
Looking at the position I play on the field, looking at the coach we have in Coach Benny McCarthy,
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a tough decision for any striker to make.
Sure.
Obviously, you would want to learn, you would want to gain more experience from his knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think that will help me grow and become a better player. I think so. It was quite easy for me to say yes.
Yeah. And when one looks at what happened in the NFD and their top player, obviously Mthembu had an injury last season and he had 7 goals already by that stage. And you in 19 games, you were able to score 6 goals already in the NFD. Would you say that that's the kind of player who will continue in that vein now that you're given that chance to be here at Cape Town City?
Look, I'm obviously pushing on training,
Yeah.
working hard to get a chance. I don't just want to be a statistic or a number at the team. I also want to push to be in the first 11 and push to play. And with the attackers the club has in Mthembu and Erasmus, it's top quality players. So it will help me grow as well. They've already helped me where my training sessions is concerned, training drills is concerned. You look at someone like Kermit always doing extra work, so that just shows me that where he played, what he's done thus far in his career, it paid off for him. So that is something that I admire about him. So, but like I said, I'm looking forward to play.
Yeah.
Working hard. I'll keep on working hard up until that opportunity arises.
I know Benny shared with me earlier the fact that given the wealth of talent that's there, especially in your position, that he doesn't even mind approaching a game with what you call conventional 3 strikers. He wouldn't mind doing that. Do you think that's something that can work? Would you be comfortable playing like that as 3-pronged strikers?
I think if the coach said it would work, then definitely it would work. So the position the coach, obviously whenever he puts his first 11 out, it's for the team, for the best interest of the team.
Right.
So if he says we're going with 3 up front today, I think it would work. If the coach thinks it would work, you understand? So if the coach gives the go ahead, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
And I'll be giving my all for the team.
And how have you found the training sessions though?
Since I got here, most of the training drills that the coach put out, it's things that I haven't done before.
Right.
It's quite interesting for me coming from a proper youth structure like Ajax Cape Town, where you get proper training drills. It's not just what they suck out of their thumb.
Yeah.
It's obviously drills whereby the people at Ajax Amsterdam have given them.
Sure.
So, but there's a few drills that I've never done, that I've never seen before, which is quite interesting.
Do you mind sharing those though? Because it's interesting. You guys at Ajax, I remember even in the showers, there's a formation that's there. So you guys are washing and you're washing and the formation is stuck in your head. That can't disappear. And for you to say that what's been introduced by Coach Benny, who himself has the badges for a job like this, I mean, for example, what? Give me an idea.
There's one drill that we did, just to make an example.
Yeah.
It's a pass, move, and a finish. You finish off with a shot on goal.
Right.
Yes, there are. I think there's more than 1,000 drills that you can do. A passing drill where
Yeah.
you finish off with a goal. But that specific one, I've never done that before. I've never seen it before, and that just shows you the quality of the coach himself.
Tell me the players that would have been involved. So, in receiving the ball, who else was involved in the move that ends up back maybe at you? Yeah.
So if you take it from a positional play, you would start perhaps with a right centre back,
Okay.
playing the ball into the holding midfielder.
Mhm.
Holding midfielder playing the ball into the right back.
Right.
Right back playing it deep into the 9, dropping it for the 10 to have a strike at goal. I think I've made it sound simple.
Yeah.
I made it sound easy, but that day we did it.
Yeah.
My group actually ran because we messed it up. So
But you understand why it can work.
yes.
But you understand why a guy like Raheem Sterling became the top goal scorer, became almost the footballer of the season. Had it not been for Van Dijk being there, he would have been he's a guy who at the age of 23 has 50 more caps for his country. Is because of drills like that. They were not able to do that with him at Liverpool but they're able to do that with him at Man City. So you understand why a drill like that has to be perfected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But then in the end, you guys got it right?
Yes, we definitely got it right that day. But that just shows you also there's no coming here and messing around.
Sure.
You're asked to do something, you give your best, then there won't be any problems.
Yeah.
Understand?
So truly professional.
Yes. Very.
100%. And just in terms of your own personal goals, which you would have set, somebody who scores goals,
Yes.
are you looking at a particular number to say, I would like individually to task myself with, I don't know, 13, 14 goals? Or have you given yourself a number?
Look, I think every professional football player sets himself targets and goals
Yeah.
at the beginning of the season. So what I've set for myself, what I think I can do and what I can achieve in the PSL, God forbids anything happens to me. I think 15 goals, I think I can do that. My best season in the PSL, I actually scored 12 goals at Ajax.
Yeah.
And then I got injured with my knee, so I don't think it's impossible, because that season I played majority of the games, and the chances that were created for me, if I was more clinical,
Yeah.
if I maybe had more experience and the knowledge that I have now, I could maybe have scored more goals in that season.
Yeah.
I know the game has changed each season, the game evolves,
Yeah.
but I know I can do it. If
Yeah.
I find myself in the right spaces, the right positions, it's possible.
You kind of preempted something when you mentioned your knee. I was going to ask you, are you now injury free? Or are there any underlying injuries that will mess up the start of your season?
No, I think I feel good now.
Yeah.
I've done a full medical before I signed the contract at the club, and the doctor has cleared me. So hopefully the nightmare of injuries are all over now.
Yeah, because I mean it's about Cape Town as well. I mean, you would know this weather more than most. One day it's hot, the next day it's cold. It's how you also stretch and you warm up and you don't injure yourself midstream like that. And when you watched Cape Town City last season, so many great games that they had. I think the historic games would be against Kaizer Chiefs in Bombela, also playing at home when they getting into cup finals and so on. What did you admire about them before, obviously now signing for this team?
I actually watched quite a few of their home games, and what I like most about the team is that everyone gives 150%.
Sure.
The whole team. You look at the captain, Mkhize, he flies down the right hand side each time. When the play breaks down, he'll be back again. So that was eye-catching for me. You see that in a team like Liverpool.
Yeah.
What are they today? They're UEFA champions of Europe. And you look at their fullbacks, how they fly down, up and down the whole game. That is something that was quite interesting to me. And everything is a collective effort.
Yeah.
It's not this one only does that. It's the whole team that works hard.
Yeah.
So that was something that was quite interesting to me.
And it's also a team that potentially, I just find it strange that they don't have more players playing in Bafana, where you talk about the captain Mkhize, he showed his potential in Egypt now with Bafana. I just find that guys, giftlings should be in the Bafana team without a shadow of a doubt. He should be there. Phillies, sure, barring injury, he should be there in the Bafana team. Is that something of a burning desire for you?
Yes, definitely. I think it is for probably the rest of the team, because if you look at their stats of last season, I think they scored the most goals in the PSL, if I'm not mistaken. So that if you could score the most goals as a team, and you only have one player in the Bafana squad, and then I think there's something
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yes. So obviously you would wish that the team could have more players, but obviously there's guys that select the players and there's guys that come and watch games. I don't know how it works. So hopefully this season it will be much better.
We got a World Cup to qualify for, my friend, so you know the story. We need fairness in this selection of players. But I mean, what's the one thing you want to tell the viewers that we don't know about you, that has been a top secret for all of these years?
I think what I could say about myself, I'm a family man.
Yeah.
I've been married for 3 years now. I've got one kid, a boy, and my wife is due again in September.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Another boy?
Another boy on the way.
Oh, wow. Have you thought of names?
Yes, I have thought of names. The one name that stuck with us is Muhammad Aris.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if the boy's name would be Aris, because
Yeah.
you know it might change.
Sure.
So let's see.
Is there a reason though? I think, is it family? Is it history? Grandparents? Is there a reason why that particular name?
In our religion, in
Mhm.
Islam, it's forbidden to just give random names
Yeah.
to kids. So what is said is that the name of your child should have a proper meaning,
Right.
and the meaning of the name is very important in our religion. So the meaning of the name Aris is leader.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Leadership right there. So September due. That's just around the corner, in
Yeah.
fact, eh? So you must be excited,
I am. Yes.
eh? And your first boy, how old is he?
He's turning to the 29th of August.
29th of August. See, he's aiming for 5, so he just gives 2-year gaps in between. So not a bad way of doing things, eh? You're aiming for 5, right?
I don't know how much the Almighty has put out for me, but
Yeah, I can see 5. Yeah. He's agreeing. He's gonna go for 5, 2-year gaps, and the wife is cool. She's happy with that arrangement. Tashreeq, always good to see you, my man. And
Thanks so
and
much.
once again,
Appreciate it.
congratulations on the move.
Thank
I
you.
think it's big. It's gonna show us as football fans the real you, with the good coach that's guiding you, playing attacking football, scoring of goals. I really, really hope that you achieve success.
God willing. Thank you so much.
And good luck. September, we'll be there, bringing toys and presents.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, my man.
Appreciate
Really,
it.
really appreciate it. Beautiful interview. Thanks, man.
Thank you.